Hi, Scorpio-Sagittarius. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your timeless astrology tarot reading. For those of you that are new, my name is Gabrielle, and you are tuned in to Cusp of Roses. Wowzers! Where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon in every zodiac season. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It is a pleasure to have you here, and I'm very grateful that you decided to check me out today. For those of you returning, welcome back, tribe. Love, love, love that you are here. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and support. And I'm excited to get into this energy. All right. Uh-oh. Hold on. What we got going on here? Hi, Cece. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad that you're excited, Cece. I do feel really good about this read. I kind of feel like there's going to be some surprises, maybe some things that are unexpected coming through. Scorp Sag, as I was meditating in the energy, it just felt, I don't know how else to say it, but it's yeah, we're gonna get into it. I don't really have the words just yet, but we are gonna get into it. Oh, and side note, not necessarily related, Pero, I got a new deck in today, a new tarot deck today, and I am super excited because it is so gorgeous. It is so pretty. It's simple, but like really cool. It will be the new tarot deck for our love series here on the channel. We are going to retire the Modern Way Tarot because, child, them cards was looking tired, okay? So we gonna give them rest again. And I'm excited. I'm excited to share that deck with you. It is currently baking. I am working with it. So come September, we will be with a new tarot deck. I just could not hold that in. I had to share. Okay, so Scorp Sag, we are going to get into your energy. You know what? But first, we're going to let your incense. And as soon as I picked up my little vase where all my incense is, my little incense holder, I heard heart. Heart. Straight to the heart chakra, okay? So we are going to burn that one. Yeah, I can feel it. It's needed. Okay, so Scorp Sag, as I was meditating in your energy and prepping for this read, I felt like how can I say it? It's breakthrough. Thank you, Spirit. There's a breakthrough happening. There's a breakthrough occurring, okay? You might be entering a season where a lot of dots that were very disconnected are going to start connecting. This is going to be over the next few weeks, maybe the next month or so, a lot of, oh, that's why, oh, okay. A lot of light bulb moments, a lot of things that were kind of gray or murky are going to become crystal clear. Okay. And I kind of get a little bit of nervousness around that. I don't know fully why just yet, but I am feeling like a little jittery. Some of you might channel your nerves into work, productivity. Maybe you kind of get a little serious when you're nervous. I don't know why we're going into that, but it's like recognizing the energy. It's almost like this feeling of like what's happening, like what's going on, or sensing something major coming that you can't really formulate either in the mind or with your words just yet. Now, mind you, we are under Mercury retrograde, so that can be par for course for some of you depending on your natal chart. To struggle to find words, to struggle to communicate things, but this is in the gut as well. It's in the gut too. It's in the solar plexus. Definitely go back into that Virgo season reading. It almost feels like for some of you guys that dragon energy is awakening. Like it's a major shift and it's a major change in your life. And I think it's going to come in different aspects. For some of you, it could be 2 to 3 different areas of your life at one time. But I do feel like for the group I'm tapped into here, and that's coming through the clearest. It feels like this is breakthrough. This is a lot of shift and a lot of change after a lot of standstill, a lot of waiting, after a season of waiting. Yeah, it's like the wait is over for some of you guys. I can feel it in a major way. My heart just, my heart just kind of like opened up a little bit, my heart chakra. So we're going to get into it, y'all. That was just kind of what I was getting while I'm meditating, and we'll channel a little bit more. Hey, me, say me. Thank you for being here, love. Let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, again, I'm going to light that heart chakra incense for you all. I hope it serves you well throughout this portion of the reading. I'm going to go ahead and sound my singing bowl. This would be a time for anyone new here where you would want to do any gratitude or grounding practice that feels right and best for you. Okay, I'm going to sound it 1 to 3 times depending on how I intuitively feel guided. And then we'll get into a little deeper into the channeled energies, and then we'll see what the cards have to say. All right, so go ahead and get started now. All right. Let's go ahead and get into this. So, breakthrough. I think that's the biggest. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a lot of heat in my solar plexus. Expect a major energy shift here, Scorp Sag. This is almost like, I want to say like a brand new you, a brand new frequency, a new energy. It's definitely ascension for you, okay? Now, we did the Mercury retrograde energy check-in reading over on Patreon, and this particular Mercury retrograde we're under as I'm streaming is in Leo and Virgo, and it's going to affect a lot of the mutable energies primarily. Okay, so that's Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Whoop. What's that? Yep, and there's the moon. Satisfy emotional needs, nurture selves and others. Okay, with Scorpio at the bottom. This moon. Yeah, okay, Scorpio wants to be out here. Okay. Some of you could also have a Scorpio moon, quite literally, right? I feel like a major shift has happened when the moon was recently in Scorpio. So that would have been maybe about 2.5 days ago. Maybe even as soon as probably like a day ago. I think the moon just moved into Sagittarius. But intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. And this is, again, a lot of your emotional needs. There's a need to really tune in here, Scorp Sag, in a way that might pull you away from people. So just be mindful of that. If you are kind of feeling like, I need more time to myself, I kind of need my space, honor that as much as possible. House 7, profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnership. Some of you, that is tied in with this life change or this kind of shift in your energy. I just heard we're to become one. So maybe some of you guys are getting married. Maybe you're coming into a union here, whether this is union with spirit, union within your own polarity or duality, or union with someone else. You have house 4, which is Cancer energy, also Cancer here with the moon. Cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort, and you have the sun. So you have the moon, Scorpio, the 4th house, and the sun here. Some of you could be Cancer risings, which would make Scorpio your 4th house. There could be some exposure in a family dynamic here. You've got Taurus. Yeah. What was it? Was that the reading I did yesterday? I think, okay, Scorp-Sag, for some reason, maybe you might also resonate with the Aries-Taurus reading I did yesterday. Because this Taurus-Scorpio kind of 7th house polarity came out again. There's Sagittarius. So you're definitely in your energy, Scorp-Sag. But the sun is all about, again, self-expression, embodying your truth. Okay? Trust, patience, and sensuality here. This is just your pre-shuffle. We'll get into your direct energy soon. And I mean, listen to what I'm trying to tell you, Scorp-Sag. Union. You have a union here coming up or coming in. Maybe that is what you feel. You might feel yourself merging here, again, with the sun and the moon. Okay, hold on one second, y'all. Let me slide. Do I have space? Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I didn't realize the shadow was there. Okay. You do have a union. You do. And or here's what I'll say, Scorp-Sag. You might be coming into awareness around a lot of karmic energy within your culture or within your family roots, within the home. Because this Taurus, Scorpio, yes, they are opposites of one another across the natal wheel or the house wheel. And it can be looked at as a karmic axis. It could be. I'm gotta tell you what I'm hearing. There's a home that wants to be created. Is how I literally just heard that really loud. A home wants to be created. So maybe you're building a home. Maybe this is a part of you that is searching for home, trying to find a place to call home. Either way though, Scorp-Sag, there's a union here. I can't get away from that. There's a coming together between the sun and the moon. That's quite the theme here. When the sun and the moon come together, it is an eclipse. I'm not really sure when our next eclipse season is, but fixed. A fixed union. So whether this is like, I don't know, maybe some of you are a part of cultures where you have like arranged marriages, and or this union and this merger is fixed. It's set. Scorpio and Taurus are 2 fixed energies. 2 out of the 4 fixed. The others are Leo, the sun, and you have Aquarius. Stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. This is who you're either coming into union with. So maybe you're coming into union with a Taurus energy, coming into union with another Scorpio energy. Scorp-Sag. Fifth house. Passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. That's the house of Leo, so more fixed energy. Okay. What you could be feeling and sensing in this moment is a stable, I want to say stabilization, but like something becoming stable. It's like something is finding stability, whether it is this union, whether it is this home, whether you're finally feeling maybe more comfortable in your skin or comfortable within some sort of relationship dynamic, or comfortable within your family dynamics, or more comfortable with your culture. Like that could be it, or at peace. Something is finally peaceful now. The fixed energy is almost giving me like, you can't go back now. And that's not a bad thing. That's like it feels like a good thing. It's whatever this is, whatever is coming, it's here for the long haul. This isn't a fly by night type of thing. This isn't just a moment and then it fades away. This is something that's like nesting. It's here. It's building. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, there's more mutable energy, more intimacy, intuition, compassion. So whether you're just coming into a deeper union with your own intuition, your own inner high priestess, high priest, hierophant, right? Coming into union with spirit, merging a little bit more with your higher self. Some of you are also merging with your spirit body, or a more, some of you are merging with your spirit body, and that would definitely activate the solar plexus, okay? So that would get you to purge things. Some of you might also be dealing with some food sensitivities. Pluto, yeah, transform. You're definitely transforming. But when is a Scorpio not, right? But this is deep transformation, Scorp Sag, because again, look at the cards that are out. You have the moon and the sun, conjunction in between, a union in between the moon and the sun, Taurus and Scorpio, 7th house partners. The 7th house came out, intimate relationships, profound relationships, home with the 4th house, and fixed, stable, persistent, loyalty, dependability. Why do I almost want to say, Scorp Sag, that your life might be transforming in a major way? In a very intense way? Somebody or something is coming in to balance you out. That's all I see here. Balance between the sun and the moon. Balance between Taurus and Scorpio. Finding a ground zero. Conjunction is when two placements, aspects, positions, planetary positions are on one top of another. At the same degree, at the same time, in the same house. It's alignment. And the fixed energy gives me permanency. It's alignment permanently, like no going back. This is the point of no return in that way. So whatever frequency you're reaching, whatever shifts and transformations are happening, it is shifting you for the better. The sun is a very positive energy. It's bringing in peace and comfort and stability. It's something you can trust. And I think that's huge for you right now. This would be a reflection here, Scorp Sag, of all of the transformation, all of the work you've been doing with your home planet, Pluto. Pluto being still in retrograde right now, one of the many retrogrades we're under. Dare I say, Scorp Sag, I'm a little speechless. Because I feel like, I don't know that you understand fully how profound this is. This is almost one of those situations, Scorp Sag, where in the moment, you're not going to really be aware of how much is happening, what's actually happening, until you look back on this particular time that I'm tapping into. It's like you won't feel the magnitude of it until it's in hindsight. Because I just heard whirlwind, so it might sweep you up. It might just be a lot going on at once. But once it kind of settles and resonates, I think it's going to shift you at your core. You're shifting at the core. Again, a lot of heat literally only coming from my solar plexus right now. Anything else I need to be aware of, Divine? For Scorpio-Sagittarius energies, yeah. Grounding is going to be really, really key here. Doing your breath work here, Scorp-Sag, it's going to be very important. It's like I'm almost getting a little lightheaded and a little dizzy. Like that could be how quick all of this shifts for you. Like I almost feel like short on breath, like not really able to take a deep breath. It's a lot of frequencies coming in. Okay, Scorp Sag, let's see what we can do with this energy. Tell me the direct influences here for Scorpio Sagittarius in the now moment. What are their direct influences in the cosmos for Scorpio Sagittarius energies for the now moment, Divine? Direct influences for Scorpio Sagittarius energies for the now moment. Saturn. Okay. Feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Water. There's that Scorpio. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. One more direct influence for Scorp Sag. Leo, fixed energy. Fifth house, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Second house, Taurus. So again, all right, let's get into this, Scorp Sag, because either you have Taurus in your chart. Some of you could be, your North Node could be in Scorpio or Taurus, okay? Or Leo, or maybe Capricorn. Taurus is floating around here somehow, some way, whether it's in your chart, whether it's a part of this union. But the second house, physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth, along with self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Some of you maybe have been trying to understand why a particular connection, person, situation maybe, like what the connection is between you two. There could have been a lot of soul lessons between you and this person. This could be somebody that you used to date. Profound, yeah, something or someone that had a very, very profound effect on you, Scorp Sag. Because this feeling of being restricted, experiencing struggle, learning hard work, and patience, that's the waiting season I feel like you've been in. So either you're coming out of your Saturn return right now, or have just recently, because where is, I want to say Saturn in Pisces? Don't quote me on that. Or is it in Aquarius? If you know where Saturn is right now, either drop it in the chat or drop it in the comments down below. Because I'll just say what I'm feeling is like coming out of a Saturn return, where it's like you've been feeling that restriction, you've been learning the discipline, you've been dealing with the concept of time. Maybe time has been moving slow for you. Learning patience, right? It's pressure. But through the pressure, you've been able to develop some sort of spirituality, a deeper sense of intuition, deeper connection with your emotions. Whatever this Saturn energy is, it's either held you in a very emotional state, in a very watery energy, so it's pushed you deep into your Scorpio frequency to learn compassion not only for yourself, but maybe even for others, or to deepen your compassion for yourself and others. I kind of want to even say, through this Saturn energy that you've been dealing with, you've gained a lot of self-confidence. You've remained loyal to something. You still had a sense of creativity. So again, this almost feels like a reminder, Scorp Sag, that nothing you face can ever take your fire away from you. Self-confidence is just that, confidence from within yourself. It's not external, it comes from the internal. And so maybe through this restriction and struggle and all these maybe ups and downs and twists and turns that you do experience during a Saturn return, I want to almost say you like stayed consistent in a way, or you're still the same person. Not that you haven't changed and you haven't evolved, but it's like, how could I say that, Divine? It feels like a feeling that I can't really put into words, but it's, you remained true to yourself through the struggle, through the restriction. Like, having to go through that type of pressure didn't turn you into somebody that you weren't. It actually softened you in a way. It made you more spiritual. It made you more of an emotional being. It made you more intuitive, more compassionate. So whether this was something sent to you, Scorp Sag, set on your path for purpose, because why do I feel like for some of you guys, there's something behind this Saturn energy, right? Saturn connects to Capricorn. Capricorn's major arcana is that devil energy. There could have been something or someone, some form, institution, I don't know, whatever, that attempted to throw something or create a restricted, struggle-like situation for you that they either thought would break you or make you into something else. Like, what? I don't know. Okay, this is a very strange energy, but I'm just going to speak to it so we can move on from it. It feels like something or someone attempted to kind of test you or put you through something to try to prove that you weren't who you said you were. Because I get this energy of you just being very consistent. You are who you are. There's not many faces when it comes to you, Scorp Sag, or this group of Scorp Sag that I'm with. It's like, this is me. This is me when I'm in front of your face. This is me when I'm behind your back. This is me when I'm by myself. Like, it's just like, and where people maybe expected you to flip, switch, change, like the real you will come out eventually. That could be it, especially if this is like a partnership or a relationship. Someone could have been like waiting for the real you to show up when you've been the real you. So it's, and or if that's not the case, because I don't feel that for everybody, you've either gone through this Saturn cycle that would make anyone else a totally different person. I feel a lot of heartbreak in here. Like, okay, Scorp Sag, we I guess we're just gonna go there. We're gonna go there. So you maybe have gone through a season of a lot of towers, a lot of disappointments, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of betrayal. And the amount of that you have endured, because they want me to say the word endured, would have completely shattered a lot of people. And that would, shattering under that weight, shattering under that pressure, shattering under that darkness would be normal, human. Like wouldn't even be like, you couldn't fault anybody for breaking into pieces under that. But it made you more compassionate. It only amplified who you are. And again, this is what I feel, Scorpio. I don't think you see it. I don't think you connect with what you've gone through or what you've just experienced in that way. But that's what this feels like. Again, how do you come out of Saturn and all this Mercury energy more self-confident, more loyal, more creative? I almost feel like, Scorp Sag, if there has been eyes on you, or if, because again, I can't get away from this energy of lurking or people secretly watching you. This could be family. Maybe that's why the fourth house came out. This could be friends. It could be a community. It could be coworkers, whatever the case may be. But it's like people almost watching you in silence to see how you were going to handle this heavy energy, this Saturn, you know, the water and all of that. Almost hoping that it would crush you. And I know that that's really fucked up and messed up, but that's kind of what I kind of get. It's almost kind of like, oh, dang, we can't break Scorp Sag's self-confidence, so let's throw that at them. That'll surely do it. And then you just, it's like, it's almost like a volley. Like I'm seeing like a tennis match. Someone attempted, or something has attempted to send you a 97-mile-an-hour serve, and you're just like, right on back, like you don't miss a beat. Again, I just feel like you don't connect with yourself in this way. I don't think you see it yourself the way other people see you, Scorp Sag, or this group of Scorp Sags that I'm tapped into. People have either underestimated, or this group of people or a family or a culture or a community has underestimated your self-confidence or your sense of self-worth. Where again, any person would fall apart under what you've just gone through, but it made you more compassionate. Like it made you more confident. It just strengthened who you were. It didn't change you. Because even in the second house with that Taurus energy, it's about stability, it's patience, it's groundedness, it's trust, it's value. Again, it's I don't know if there was somebody holding the strings behind this, Scorp Sag, if this was just your Saturn return. I think for a lot of you it was a Saturn return, or it is a Saturn return. So know that if you are currently in your Saturn return, which is just Saturn being at or in the house, returning to the house that it was in when you were born. Okay, so Saturn orbits through all of the houses every 27 to 30 years. So depending on your mapping and kind of like when it was cycling and where that all kind of situates itself, even if you think of like an average lifespan, right? When you hit your 30s or you're headed into your 30s, life kind of changes, your body changes, things change, right? Then you head into your 60s, you're kind of nearing retirement, if that's even a thing anymore, right? But like, do you know what I mean? It's like, and then if you make it to 90, I don't even know what life would be like at that age, but these milestones, right? So Saturn returns are all about gaining more wisdom, maturity, aging. Okay, let's get into the tarot. Let's get into the tarot, because I feel like I could just keep on going and keep on going, but let's clarify. Thank you so much, Divine, for these energies here for Scorpio-Sagittarius. What do they need to know about Saturn, water, Saturn, water, and Leo? You've got the Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Scorp Sag, I would go back to the love reading I just did for you guys a few weeks ago, because as soon as I saw the King of Cups, I was like, wasn't that in a recent Scorp Sag reading? I think it was your love reading. Dev, like I said, people watch. Come on now, listen up. People watching. Page of Swords. You overcome and conquer your second house, King of Pentacles, Aries, Taurus energy. So definitely watch the Aries, Taurus reading if you haven't, okay? And there's that Capricorn. It's like you've mastered work-life balance, or you've mastered juggling all that's on your plate. Again, it's like whether somebody or something has thrown something your way thinking it was going to slip you up, it didn't. And mind you, when it comes to Saturn, that feeling of being restricted, it's real, but it's also an illusion. It puts you in that feeling to learn that you're not restricted, if that makes sense, to activate or cultivate more freedom. So again, if we think about the Devil card, as I always say, how it's traditionally depicted, the chains around the neck of the two people are loose. They're open. It's not tight. It's not a choker. All the people in the Devil card have to do is lift the chain off their head. So it's learning that action of, I don't have to be tied to this. I can free myself. It's tapping into that power of freedom, and or freedom is a state of mind. I don't know, maybe some of you guys have watched something recently about Nelson Mandela, but he just kind of came up in my mind's eye. Like, I saw him in his jail cell, like looking out of the window and feeling free, even though he's locked up, and he was locked up for a good minute. And maybe that's what this has felt like. Maybe you feel like you've been locked up or locked out of something, or just kind of like keep hitting no after no after no, or wall after wall after wall. But it was teaching you creativity. It was teaching you how to foster or cultivate more of your self-confidence. It was showing you where your loyalties lie. And your loyalties, I feel, lie here with your spirituality. It's like, my spirituality will get me through anything. I'm loyal to how I feel, my emotions. I'm loyal to my intuition. I will always trust my intuition. I'm committed to being compassionate, even when people aren't maybe compassionate towards you. It's like, again, I just feel like there were situations that you've gone through that would have made anyone else crumble into pieces. But you've exemplified extraordinary strength, extraordinary spirituality, extraordinary loyalty and self-confidence, where it's really understanding here, Scorp Sag, on a major level, that nothing can truly break you. High Priestess, period. Duh. Loyal to my intuition. I trust myself. I trust the God within me above all else. This is what gets me through. So you could even have people looking at you saying, well, I don't know how Scorp Sag does it. Like, you know what I mean? It's, come on now. Come on, Scorp Sag. Like I'm saying, any old other person. Not saying the weight wasn't heavy. Not saying you didn't have your moments, Scorp Sag. But you didn't let those moments make you. You understood who you were and you walked in it. You trusted it. The Four of Swords is an energy of trust too. It's surrender. It's like rather than staying in the Three of Swords of all that darkness or all the disappointment, all the pain, the betrayal, it's putting it up on the wall, giving it to the divine. Hence why it's always kind of in a chapel. And trusting that it'll make sense in due time. High Priestess. Maybe there's some things I don't need to know why right now, but I'm sure it'll be revealed. But I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to let it hold me down. I'm not going to let it break my stride. I'm going to keep going. Where a lot of people might feel like that's you masking, but also might be coming into the realization like, no, that's how you live your life. That is you to a T, to the core. I trust in my intuition. I surrender to my High Priestess every single time. So I'm not going to stress. I'm not going to worry. You understand? Judgment. Come on now. And Temperance. There's that Pluto energy. Awakening. You've awakened to part of who you are. Temperance is a Scorpio-Sagittarius major arcana for me. So truly who you are. Your ability to transmute difficulty into ease, pain into peace, is something that has been tested, it has been tried, and it has been proven to be true. Listen, Scorp Sag. If things have felt very difficult, if it's felt like there's no end to the madness, there's no end to the pain, trust me and believe me, that end is near. Yeah, the end is near. The Ten of Swords. This is the weight that you carried. This is what you've gone through. Intense betrayal. This is where you've gotten up from, or you're getting up from. And it is creating a new you. It is expanding you in a very beautiful way. Very, very, very beautiful way. And that Page of Swords wants to keep coming out. So again, whether... Why do I almost feel like because that family, the fourth house keeps coming to my mind's eye. Why do I feel like people close to you watched you suffer? Like watched you struggle with something emotionally, or watched you kind of go through a really hard time, didn't step in, didn't offer much, just watched. It's a really kind of like icky and eerie feeling. Yeah, Page of Wands. That's Cancer Leo energy. Let's go ahead, Divine. Let's clarify this. What is this Saturn energy? What is the restrictions? What's the struggle? What's all of that? The Two of Swords and the High Priestess. Come on now, struggling. Eight of Swords. So for a lot of you, there could have been a season where it was hard for you to trust your intuition or to listen to it. You could hear it, but discerning whether is this from the divine, is this my ego, is this fear? I don't know. I'm not sure. Saturn here to teach you how to do that. How to trust yourself. That's a major, major theme here. Because it almost feels like what your higher self was guiding you to or telling you was in direct opposition to either what you were always taught, what you were seeing and experiencing. So it's like, well, how could I believe that when my reality is this? You know what I mean? It's Ace of Pentacles. It's a gift. Saturn came bearing the gift of the Ace of Pentacles for you. It's also the reward I feel you've either gotten, for those of you coming out of a Saturn return, you're getting this Ace of Pentacles. You're getting this new beginning. You're getting this sense of stability in a way that again, Scorp, Sag, I don't know who you're connected to. I don't know who's around you, what you got going on in the family roots, family dynamics, but with that Ten of Swords, when I tell you, I feel like you, and this might be coming out in the wash, this purging, exposing, that could be what's being exposed here. People close to you, Scorp, Sag, could have been actively sending you swords, actively stabbing you, trying to restrict you in some way or any way they felt they can. Whether that was spiritual attacks, mental attacks, emotional attacks, verbal attacks. I was literally about to say trying to break you. Oh, my solar plexus just flared. Whether they knew it or not, some of them, it's subconscious. They don't know why they feel what they feel towards you. They just feel it. They don't know why they came out their mouth or said that thing or did those things. It's like some of them are so unaware of themselves, unaware of their own programming. It's like something else operating through the people closest to you. When I tell you here, Scorp, Sag, this is what I mean by you do not war with flesh and flesh. You war in spirit. Come on now. The sun. You war in spirit. Solar plexus. But yet, Leo energy. Whatever attempt, whatever was put in place. And again, this could even just be a part of your blueprint, a part of your path to go through this Saturn energy or to go through that Ten of Swords, to go through the betrayals, the disappointments. Like that could have just all been written. No way around it. But yet, that's what I mean by the sun and water. It's like you came out of that more compassionate, more intuitive with the High Priestess. You turned that pain into power. You planted that pain. And it proved to be, it's either you turned it into a product or again, it's like you channeled it into something that supported you as opposed to worked against you or weighed you down. Queen of Swords, this is what I'm trying to say. Queen of Swords is a businesswoman, regardless of your gender. Logic over emotions. It's Libra Scorpio energy. That's what I'm trying to say. You remained in your Page of Cups. You remained heart open, compassionate. You moved how you needed to move. You discerned what you needed to discern, but it didn't change your heart. Where people would maybe expect you to be bitter or sour or, you know, pissy or, you know, whatever. No, you're still at the Page of Cups. Still heart open. Still have love to give. Still have kindness. Still have compassion. And where you were in the Two of Swords around your High Priestess or your intuition, you're now the Queen of Swords when it comes to your intuition. You now can discern the voice quite clearly. Queens are watery energies, all of them, regardless of their element. Your ability to speak to what you intuit, your ability to speak to your emotions, your ability to communicate from a place of compassion, even towards those who, again, did not have compassion towards you, is no small feat, Scorp Sag. And the sun is success, it's illumination, it's joy, it's abundance, it is freedom. You're a lot wise. This is what I'm saying. You're a lot wiser now. A lot wiser now. The Four of Cups and the Five of Swords. A lot of transitional energy. It could have been really difficult for you, Scorp Sag, because it's that pull of one thing. That's the Two of Swords. I'm pulled in one direction, but I'm also pulled in this one. I'm pulled this way, but everything I've ever known is this way. Clarify the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups. You choke, Scorp Sag. If I could hug you, I totally would. Oh, you chose love. You chose to be the lover. You chose to be the lover. You chose to have a heart open. You chose to stay committed and loyal to being compassionate, not only towards yourself, but towards others. And not in a way that made you a pushover, not in the way where people could get away with the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups. No, because you're the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is going to call you on your bullshit every time. But in a way where it's not necessarily cutting heads off. It's just this stern love. I don't know how else to say it. It's like, yeah. And there's the, come on now. The sun and the moon again. You balanced out yourself. Scorp Sages, I'm tapped into here. You are balanced in your masculine and feminine energy for the sun and moon to come out again. That is what this Saturn cycle, Saturn transit, Saturn energy was about. It was to get you in alignment. It was to get you to embrace your High Priestess so then you could balance out your sun with your moon. It was also a test of what would you choose. Your ability to discern what love is. And what it's not. And I think finding out what it's not is where the Ten of Swords comes in. The Scorp Sages I'm tapped into here, my solar plexus just flared again. Babies, when I can feel how difficult that cycle was. Sometimes you might even be shocked that you're even able to find peace of mind sometimes. Okay, they told me to put that back. But the Three of Cups. Reason for celebration. A union, coming together. Community. It didn't stop your joy. Again, I can't. Oh, yeah, I can't get over that. It didn't stop your joy. But it did bring you out of partnerships. Yeah, it ended some contracts though. Karmic contracts, I feel. And the Ace of Pentacles would say you learned the lesson. Got the Emperor at the bottom. You could, when we go back to the family thing, you could have a lot of people in your energy. Tower. You could have a lot of people in your energy or in your family dynamics, in your family roots, whatever, that have control issues or are very controlling or thought that they could control you through your, oh, there it is, through your emotions. You had to learn how to discern who was playing games with you, playing with your feelings, playing with your emotions, and who actually had compassion for you. Now the Four of Wands is upright. That's what the Queen of Swords says to me. And I just felt a breeze, and there is no air circulating in here. Hi, Old Soul Goddess. Hi, Angela. Thanks for being here. Thank you both. Saturn is in Aquarius. Okay, thank you, Mise Me. Anything that was keeping you from, or stifling, oh, they just gave me that word. Okay, stifling your self-confidence or your creativity is crumbling down. And it does feel like it was people, places, things that you were committed to. Again, they keep saying the word family to me, and or cultural perspectives. Like, it's almost like Two of Swords is how you were raised versus how your spirit is evolving. It could be as simple as that. Tell me more about the energy between water and Leo for Scorpio-Sagittarius. The Tower wanted to be out. Okay. Okay, Spirit. Ah. And the Nine of Wands. I just heard, yeah, you've had enough. You definitely reached your limit here with something, Scorp-Sag. And I think that was the point that kind of broke you open. Maybe for some of you, if this has been towers within long-standing relationships or dynamics that you grew up in, there would have been part of you that didn't want to let it go, didn't want to see it for what it was. That Eight of Swords that peeked out, wanted to maybe kind of turn a blind eye because I think you knew if you saw it through your third eye, the tower would occur. It would break you away from these people, from this place, from this situation. This could be a job. Take it how it resonates. It would end something that you maybe just at the moment and at the time you weren't ready to end, or you just weren't ready to accept. But that Four of Swords with the High Priestess, I feel like you have. And I think what could be shocking about the energy that's shifting for you is the towers that it's creating. Ten of Swords. That's what I'm saying. Some of you were even trying to ignore the 10 swords in your back. Ignore the cloud over you. Like, oh no, I'm okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Until you had to say, no, everything isn't okay. I'm not okay. Yeah, Queen of Swords. You had to communicate something. You had to speak up about something. You had to say something, get something off your chest. Queen of Cups. I just heard tell it like it is. So there definitely maybe was some... Saturn can also connect to truth. There could have been some harsh truths that you had to express. that I do feel like you maybe were holding back, or again, something pushed you to do so with that Ten of Swords. But again, Leo energy with the Six of Wands and the Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer. It did, that's what I mean. Like, it didn't harden you necessarily. You still are in this Queen of Cups energy. You still have a heart open. You still have compassion. You're still confident in what you feel and what you know, Queen of Swords, and your knowledge. I just think that Seven of Swords, right? You had to go through a period here, Scorp Sag, where you had to kind of sort through everything you had been taught, everything that people were saying to you. The Seven of Swords is kind of, I'm telling you, Two of Cups. The Seven of Swords is kind of coming out to me as like this, taking the time out, Scorp Sag. I just heard after effect. So taking the time out to really tune in to what was being communicated to you, how people were communicating with you, what people were saying to you. Okay, I'll paint it like this. It's almost like with the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups that came out, there could have been some sort of communication, some sort of energy that was coming towards you that was kind of like blatantly attempting to confuse you, blatantly attempting to mislead you, deceive you in some way. But because it was maybe coming from a person that you would have maybe least expected to be in that energy with you, I don't think it registered as that's what was going on until after the fact. It's like, think about the progression from the 5, the 6 to the 7 of Swords. 5 of Swords is the action of the deceptive communication. The 6 of Swords is like, okay, I'm going to move on from that. But you're still kind of looking back like, what was that? Right? That was a little different, a little strange. Like, get in the boat. Okay, I'm going to move forward. You get to the 7 of Swords. You get on the shore and you're like contemplating, okay, what did they really mean by that? Because now it feels different. Now that you're on this new shore, it's kind of like, oh, was that like shade? Was that like a dig? Like, is that what they meant? Like, because again, I really feel like this was coming from energies that you least expected it. I don't know if you guys have ever gone through that where it's like you're replaying a conversation in your mind, or like maybe even you're communicating about it like, yeah, and then they said this, and then it's like as you're saying it, you're like, hold on, wait a second. Like, you know what I mean? Again, thank you, Spirit. That's the dots connecting. You're connecting the dots. Because I think with this Page of Cups and this Queen of Cups energy, I just don't think that you expected or ever would have felt like these people, this place, whatever the situation might be, these partnerships, these friends, would have been in a 5 of Swords energy with you. That's the Tower. What's beautiful about how this 7 of Swords is depicted is 6 of the swords are planted in the rocks, right? That 7th sword is in this person's hand. A single sword in the hand means that you're holding on to truth. You have found the truth. You are discovering the truth. You're contemplating what the truth is. Because even if you look like in comparison here, right, with the Queen of Swords, the sword is upright, meaning she knows the truth. She's not afraid to say it. 7 of Swords, the sword is down. I'm trying to figure out the truth. I'm holding the truth, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to say it yet. I'm not sure if that's what it really is. It is a little bit of confusion. And then think about it, you move into the 8 of Swords, where you're actively kind of like, okay, that's not what it is, until you hit the 9 of Swords and you can't stop thinking about, well, it feels like that's what it is, and then you hit the 10. Okay, no, that actually, yeah. Like, I was actually being stabbed in the back. Like, that's real. That's the progression. And with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands underneath that, it's like, I feel like all I can do is really sigh, Scorp Sag. It's maybe sad. It could definitely be sad. Disappointing for sure. The Six of Wands is success and victory, but it also is winning a game. It's the Five of Wands can also be a game being played. I know the Five of Wands isn't out here, but with it being next to the Queen of Cups, yeah, you got the Chariot. I just think that these were either situations where your heart was open, like genuinely open, or again, you would have never guessed that those Two of Cups, those connections would have turned out the way they were, or that's who you were in those connections with. And again, I also feel like there's a group of people who might resonate with the idea of, or a situation where people thought they won. They thought they had something up on you or over you, or got one over on Scorp Sag, right? Like whatever. That would be them underestimating, again, self-confidence. And the creativity and the loyalty. Now, the Seven of Swords could also be a thief type of energy. So whether somebody, I mean, the Leo does connect to the heart, and we were burning the heart chakra. Whether somebody felt like they stole your heart, or they stole your confidence from you. Again, that's what I mean. Like, this could have been a relationship that really attempted, or someone you were in a relationship with that really attempted to break you. I don't like how that feels, but that's just what I'm getting. But it's like they thought they won. They thought they did it. Until they saw you in the Chariot, or now you're, again, what, I don't know, y'all. Whatever. Ooh. Bear with me, y'all. It's Mercury retrograde. This feels cryptic for you, Scorp Sag. I'm trying to decode it as it's coming in as best as possible. I don't know that I'm doing a good job. I hope it's as resonating and connecting in some way, shape, or form, but these were either people who clearly didn't see you. They clearly didn't see you, because if they did, well, I can't say that, but they just didn't see you. They didn't see you in your Page of Cups, Queen of Cups energy. And that's what I think the battle and the struggle was. It was with your intuition, because your intuition was telling you that these people were in the Five of Swords and Seven of Swords, or this situation was attempting to be in the Five and the Seven of Swords with you, but I just don't think you wanted to believe it. And that's okay. Because it's almost like connecting with or accepting that as truth. Yeah. Heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. But good thing is you're in alignment now. I mean, the Chariot's here, so we don't need to necessarily harp on the past too much. But I just feel like, Scorp Sag, it can only get better from here. Again, I don't think you know, honestly, what you've actually overcome and what you've conquered. You're not going to really connect with it until you're far, far removed from it, until it's like you looking back like, dang, I really did go through that. Like I really, yes, I just heard survived. And if you're in this energy now, yeah, know that it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Okay, Scorp Sag. Again, very interesting energy. Feels very, very cryptic. So hopefully, even just with seeing the view of the cards, Ace of Wands, seeing the view of the cards, you know, you guys are using your own intuition around how this can apply to your situation and what this can represent for you. I do feel like it is different for everyone. Three of Cups again. Yeah, there's going to be a reason to celebrate soon. There's going to be a reason to celebrate soon. I just heard celebrate your freedom. So you're becoming free from this Saturn energy, this restriction, or this kind of difficult time, just real struggle emotionally. Again, you could be in the Nine of Pentacles outside of this, right? Like people might look at you and be like, how are you struggling? No way. It's an emotional struggle that you're overcoming here. That's only making you a stronger spirit, a stronger force here, Scorp Sag. Like it's only strengthening the solar for you. And Judgment. Four of Wands and the Five of Swords. This is what I mean. The people closest to you, or the people you really let in, or the people you maybe thought knew you or were actually, you assumed or hoped were supporting you. Again, I think that's what it could even be. This could have been people who pretended to support you, pretended to care, and didn't really. Pretended to be your friend. Judgment's being called on that. Yeah. Oof. My solar is just acting up in this energy, Scorp Sag. I am sending you guys so much love, a lot of strength, and a lot of courage, and praying for your peace, because I feel like I almost want to cry. Like that's how like heavy this was. But I do want to say you're getting through it, or you've gotten through it. Yeah, you've got the Emperor and the Nine of Wands. Heavy. Spiritual strength, though, with the Nine of Wands. And the Emperor. It almost feels like, again, like I said, some of you guys are in that balance, or have balance, or are balancing your masculine and feminine energy. If that's the case and something you resonate with, your masculine energy is tired. It's like you had to rely on your inner Emperor to get through this, and the Emperor's like ready to sit down. Yeah, the Emperor's ready to hermit up. Like, okay, we got through the tower. We've made it over the hump. We're in the sun. Let's just chill. Let's just relax. Yeah, but there's maybe still some work to be done here, Scorp Sag. Okay. And or the Emperor is what you're stepping into post this Saturn restriction. More in control of your path. Yeah, with the Chariot, the Emperor is in the Chariot. So more in alignment with what it is you're meant to establish in this life. We're going to clarify the Sun in the Tower and then get into the extended over on Patreon, Scorp Sag. Once we clarify the Sun in the Tower, whatever is at the bottom of the deck will clarify the second house energy, which is your overall energy. And then we'll look a little deeper into this dynamic for you, this situation for you from the bottom of the deck. I'll then pull the highest vibrational outcome from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. And then I will pull some manifestation practices and affirmations from a deck created by Alex L. It's brand new. Beautiful, beautiful energies, beautiful practices to implement to try to help you navigate this energy. So if you're interested in that, join me on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. And for that one monthly fee, you gain access to not only the astrology extended readings that we are newly doing, but all of the love extended readings that I've done thus far, all of the weekly readings I've done this far, all of the energy shift readings I've done since this year, okay? So if you're interested, check that out. There's Temperance. Definitely watch the Aries Taurus astrology reading I did yesterday, okay, Scorp Sag? And let me know if that connects any dots for you. Clarify the sun in the tower here, Divine. For Scorpio-Sagittarius, what's this sun energy and the tower? Yeah. Yeah. Freedom from the restrictions. Freedom from the burden, the weight, the illusion, really. A lot of this was illusionary in the sense of Four of Wands with the Five of Swords. Thinking you maybe had stable bonds, and that was not the case. Tower. So clarify this tower. Listen. Are you better off for it? Yes. I think you're going to be very shocked at how balanced you feel once this tower occurs, if it hasn't happened yet. And you got the Ace of Wands again. New security, okay? New sense of self-worth coming through for you. And feeling that from the inside out, Scorp Sag. But I love that the Ten of Cups clarified the tower. Because this means that, again, it was the bonds and the things, the people that you were trying to maintain connection with, maintain community with, remain open to. Again, that fourth house energy, however that connects for you, that yes, have shifted, are changing, are crumbling. But the way that the Ten of Cups comes in post the tower lets you know, and maybe connects the dots even more. Oh, that was holding me back. What I do feel like I have to warn some of you, Scorp Sag, is the truth that will be revealed, or the revelations you're going to be coming under around whatever the tower is, whatever the connection, whatever the relationship, whatever the situation, environment, whatever is crumbling. I can't sugarcoat that for you. I don't want to. It's going to hurt. So I just feel the twinge in my heart chakra. It's going to hurt. It's going to make you sad. It's going to make you feel disappointment. It's just, I think it's disappointment above all else. Like, wow. Like, it's almost like a world and a reality that you never thought existed between you and people that you maybe cared about, people you were openly loving, supporting, right? Like, it's just like, I never would have thought it would have been you who would have been in this energy. This is what I mean too. It's like there was situations occurring that was weighing down your self-confidence or trying to bind you. I just feel like this was binding. Now, I don't really like to tap into the whole, like, oh, people doing spell work and things like that. Many other readers do, and that's wonderful. And yes, it is a real thing. But I kind of feel like there was definitely energy being thrown to attempt to block the sun for you. Like, if we want to even think about it like weather, it's like, you know how that's like kind of man-made at this point. That's just what I believe. You don't got to believe that, but neither here nor there. It's like someone was trying to make wherever you went cloudy. Like, I kind of almost hear it. Someone asking for there to be a cloud over you at all times. for you to never see the sun, never feel the sun, always be dark, da 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 da. Like praying on your downfall a little bit, praying for your downfall, or just, and not even like, it couldn't even be actively. Again, this could just be in their perspective. This could just be the thought of, I don't want Scorp Sag to have that. Or why, you know what I mean? Like, icky, just real icky. But nonetheless, it happens. Nonetheless, it's real. I guarantee you, when this tower crumbles, you will feel the 10 of Cups. And it'll be a eye-opening experience. Like, oh, that's what was keeping me from feeling like, again, because I don't think you ever really questioned your self-confidence. Like, I think you know you're a confident person, Scorp Sag. Or at least the Scorp Sages I'm tapped into. It's like, you know who you are, but I think maybe even for a period of time, it was like either hard to embody that. It was hard to express it. Oh, I just heard around certain people, around certain environments, or in certain environments. Yeah, Scorp Sag, we'll look at this deeper into the extended. Again, I know that this was maybe not the reading you wanted to hear, but I hope it was helpful. I hope it was insightful. I hope it confirmed some things you were already kind of sensing and feeling. What I do love, though, is the Ace of Wands is under the second house. So again, whatever, that's the Ace of Pentacles as well. It's kind of like a reward. Rewards are coming in for you for sure. And rewards that can't be blocked anymore. If they were being blocked, if there was active energy from people trying to block you from receiving what it is that you deserved, or again, that's not even having to be like, oh, like potions and things and stuff like that. No, it could just be somebody thinking it. It could just be somebody saying it. It could just be somebody feeling it in their heart, right? Sending energy that way. That is coming to an end. That can no longer stop you anymore. It just feels like you're coming out of that whatever that is, it's crumbling down. So we'll look a little deeper into the extended. Again, it's on Patreon. The link is in the description box below, and I will post the exact extended Patreon post link in a comment as well. So if you ever want to join later, you can just watch this directly if this circles back up for you. Scorp Sag, again, I am sending you so much love, strength, courage, peace, okay? Praying for your peace as you navigate this, all right? Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I thank you guys for allowing me to be your reader in this moment. I hope this was helpful and insightful, all right? And thank you, Aurora. Hi, Aurora. Thank you, Queen Tiki. Thank you again, Mise Meeb, Angela, Cece, for showing up here in the chat. I love you all so, so very much. And I'll catch you in our next one. All right? Namaste.